Surprisingly, I'm not dead and buried after all I've been through. My story told here on Left Turn Chronicles.
Welcome back, my peeps, to Left Turn Chronicles. I am Lee, your host, and today we continue our journey with Phoenix. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, please take a listen and get caught up.
I had a dream that night. I had a dream, and it's the weirdest dream ever. And the dream, I was dreaming that I was in the same room that I was having the dream, and laying down on the same bed and same everything that I was having a dream. And the dream was, which really I don't even know if it was really a dream, but anyway, I tell you this: the dream was my mom came in the room, and she came in the room and she said to me, "Don't worry, everything is gonna be okay. We're right here with you."
Wow.
And I remember, I think I asked her who was the we, and she, her grandfather, because her dad, because he was like like his favorite grandchild. So him always a lookout. And anyway, so yeah, so I had that dream, and then she was like, just be strong, and I'm going to leave, I said, okay. So that was a dream. So I got up the morning, go do my routine of getting ready to go to school. And Miss B called me again. She was like,
What?
"Come here." Yeah. She was like, "Come here." So I said, okay. Went in the room, and it felt so, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was like deja vu. Yeah. So I went in the room, and she looking at me straight in my eyes, and she said, "Your mother was here last night."
Whoa.
I was like, "What?"
Oh my God.
And she said, "Yes, your mother was here last night." And I said, "But I didn't even tell her about my dream." I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Let me tell you something." Cause her husband, like after they lock up the business, he would drop her home, and then a group of guys always hang out at this spot. They won't have a drink and things. So that is where he would go. So he would carry her home, make sure she open up and go inside, like back the grill and thing, and then he would go have him drink and with him boys and then come back. So she said she came in the house the night, and she opened the door, and while she was closing back the door, she heard a lot of movement, like pots and pans and things moving. And she said, she shouted out, "Which one of you boys in the kitchen?" She got no answer, but she hear movements around her, like somebody cooking.
Yeah.
Utensils, and she says she said, "Which one of you boys around there?" No answer. So she said she walk around there, and there's nobody in the kitchen, and everything look in place, nothing messed up, nothing. So she said she walk now, because you have to come out of the kitchen to go into the bedroom area. So anybody, you couldn't pass her. So if somebody was in the kitchen, you couldn't disappear and just pass her. Then she says she rushed run around to the room now to see who is out of the bed, who out of them bed now, because somebody must have was around the kitchen. And she said when she looked, she said, "Oh no, sorry." She said when she she looked in the first room, and she saw one of her son, and she said she come around now to my room, and she said before she could put her hand on the door, she felt weird. She said she just feel like she cannot enter this room, like she just, and she said she backed off, and she started to feel a little better, and so she go again too, and she says like she couldn't enter the room. She said she just felt horrible, like opening the door. She just had to. So she said she went back to her room,
Mm.
And she took up her Bible and started reading. And she said she fall asleep with the Bible on her chest. And she said to me, she know, because she said that's the only reason why she know she couldn't enter that room. She said, and I said to her, no, no, no. Here's the strange part. She said to me, "You never dream, here." And I said, "Yes, last night." And
Wow.
she said, "She was here. She was here." She said, "No, she was here."
Wow.
You
Wow.
know, but I mean, it was just such a weird dream because I tell you,
It probably
it
wasn't a dream in a
that
Phoenix.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
It probably wasn't a
But
dream.
I have never, ever dreamt and see her again. Never ever dream and see her again. Never, never.
Now, here's the
Oh,
question, because I find this so interesting and fascinating and so moving all in the same breath, because you've never seen her again, but she came to you and she said very specific things.
yeah,
Now, did that make you feel better going forward, knowing that she was looking over you? You got confirmation
yeah,
from her.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I felt like I, 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 I knew she was still there with me. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say like a guardian angel, but I just felt like, all right, I tell you something. This is how I felt. Exactly. Up to this day, I still feel this way.
Mm-hmm.
That if they are, and I don't know, let me tell you something. This is a crazy world we live in, and there are different type of energy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, even us as Jamaican in our culture, it's a boy, yo, my spirit not take that
Yeah,
person.
man. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an energy. You know, it's something about something that is making that person, you know, like repulsive. Like you
Exactly.
can't, right. So there are good and bad energy out there, you know, positive thinking and negative thinking.
Absolutely. Yep.
The yin and the yang, the black and the white. There's always
Mm-hmm.
something. So I always say to myself, well, if there is anything out there that is against me or any bad energy that comes forth, I know that she is there to either counter or to protect me or to
Mm-hmm.
guide me to, I don't know, whisper in my ears, tell me like, don't go there, don't that little. Sometimes I hear some voices that
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean crazy voices now, but it's just your instinct talking to you,
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
saying, hey, you know, maybe you shouldn't go there. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody, you know, kind of question themselves with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, should I? All right, man. And then you know you're convinced. All right, man. I take the chance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. I go do this. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you get the warning way before because you know that little gut feeling that tells you don't do
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
It tell you, you know, it said don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, but so yeah, so I know that in some way or form she would be there
Mm-hmm.
to guide me along, to protect me.
Wow.
So yeah, I was comforted by that.
Mm-hmm.
I was. Yeah, man. So
Okay.
it is. Yep. It's just one of them things there. But you know, like as I say, I went when I used to go home. You know, back to with my dad and thing. No, it was a totally different. Yeah, you come home. I used to
Mm-hmm.
good dinner and good food, and so now you know, my dad him a work and I'm a doing things still. So when me come home now, it's like a after work thing. Like come with
Okay.
and so I mean that was where when I used to. That was when I mastered the art pressure cooker because we never we never did, we never did take out nothing and season up and fix up and brown, and it was like, what is frozen? I said, oh, it look like some chicken. Throw it in that pressure cooker, you know. Oh, what is some beef? Throw throw in a pressure
Pressure
cooker.
cooker, yep.
Yeah, man, look, frozen, you know.
Oh my
Frozen.
God.
Throw in a pressure cooker, little water, throw some seasoning there and lock in a pressure cooker. And you come back half hour later and that ready.
You learn to
Yeah.
fend for yourself. You know, you
Yes.
realize how much you miss somebody or how much
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
did or, for you
Yeah. Yep.
until they're
Yep.
gone. You know, you're like, oh my God, like it's like this big empty space that
Yeah, man.
nobody
Yep.
else can fill no matter how much them try, you know?
Yep. Yep. It was crazy, crazy times. But I mean, we make it through. We make
Mm-hmm.
it through. We and then I'll tell you something. So I tell you, boy, I always have to have respect for that man because he was a great dad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I even up to the point where like I me and my dad had such a cool relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to take girlfriends home with him. I mean, yeah, that's all. Like we were cool like that. My dad would be like, listen, if you ever need a condom or whatever, show
Mm-hmm.
me where it is. His
Mm-hmm.
drawer. That's why I knew he was out there messing around. Started dating again
Mm-hmm.
because I mean my son said, "Alright, see the drawer here.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't turn me into a grandfather too." Right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. The
But
reality is, the reality and him not trying to sugarcoat it from you is
right,
mm-hmm,
right. So
important.
I mean, man, really cool. Like, and then my friends used to come now and hang out at the house, and I say I used to could bring like, cause remember, like even my last year of school and thing, like I was still in another parish, another year, so
Mm-hmm.
I was dating girls and thing, and like, and
Mm-hmm.
and and they would come up like even come spend weekend and all of that.
Wow.
But it was all a situation where he would have the other person's parents information.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
So we were cool like that for a while. For and then eventually after
Mm-hmm.
which graduating from school, which I mean there are a few other things that happen in between the graduation time, but uh I remember. Well, should I? I don't know if I should give this story away.
No man,
Yeah.
tell me what happened before you graduated. Because when you graduated
Uh,
high school, you were about 16 at the time.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
16, 17, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, while I was staying with that family while I was going to school, right? Wonderful family. The oldest son had a friend that used to come around all the time, and I would notice that he would kind of looking at me strange. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing, like, well, it's not all the time, but I noticed there was a period of time when he kept looking at me, looking at me. So I said to him, I was like, why you keep looking at me? And he always said, nothing, man, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like one day I really like I got up in his face and I was like, why you keep looking at me? And he said, boy, all right, listen, I am dating this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, so what that have to do with me? Like, well, I said, listen, I, I, I kind of want to stop dating her. And I said, why? And I said, why? Every time we look at the girl, it's like me I look at you.
Oh gosh.
And I said, what? So what do you mean by that? And I said, no, man, listen, man, listen. Look at the girl. Every time I look in her face, her features just look like you. And that is why me always I look on you. Like me I try to remember her face and I look on you and I say, yeah, it really match up.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I look alike. I say, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some say who this girl? Some say, I care of her one weekend. I care of her one weekend. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So anyway, he I was expecting him to start the morning, right? So him come, see him pull up, taxi pull up, and him come out first, and then I see this girl come out.
Mm-hmm.
And when him opened the gate now for the yard, I'm them walking in.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at this girl, and she was older than me, and I was looking at my dad.
Oh my God.
It looked like my dad was walking, coming up the driveway with a wig on.
Oh God.
That's what it looked. And I was like, Jesus. And so they came inside.
Wait,
I
what you
knew
think? What were you thinking when you saw her and you realize
it's
you're
like I knew
supposed
already. It's like I knew it. I knew that this must be my sister.
how you feel though? Like you're confused, your heart drop, you're
Yeah.
disappointed, you're happy.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. I think at that stage, I think this was the first time that I really kind of now starting to myself saying, well, it's like nothing else not surprise me. Like what else? What else? No, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the point that I reached now. It's like it wasn't okay. This look like my sister. That's what I said to
Mm-hmm.
myself, and so it was shocking, but it was like I just started to
Mm-hmm.
shock was nothing new to me anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't anything new. So that I think from that point in my life, I kind of was like, well, you know what, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had that attitude in life. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's no use fretting and worrying and like having a fit over. If this is my sister, it's my sister.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
New chapter. Like that's how I started looking at it. So anyway,
Wow.
so she explained that. Yeah, when she told me her name, I said okay, and she said, yeah, he lives in that area, and that was where my dad lived. So I was like, okay, it's all right. So anyway, we kept, keep in touch and things. So and I didn't even say anything to him because I used to talk to him on the phone sometime in the evenings. I didn't even say anything to him. I waited till I got home,
Mm-hmm.
and I said to him, Dad, I have a sister.
Where were you? No, I am very, very interested. But I want to picture it. Which party did they remember? Which party did they one time you asked
Yeah,
him
man,
and
right in our living room, right in our living room where we're watching TV.
mm-hmm.
Yep. And I remember I said it to him, and it was like he saw a ghost.
Mm.
Well, my peeps, thanks for listening, and remember to tune in to the next engaging episode. And don't let the left turns in your life deter you from going right.